Every person on this planet is going to use a device or a machine that is powered by energy. So why shouldn't we cut down on the use of fossil fuels through renewable energy? As a child, growing up in the age of technology, I found myself enthralled in the community of using renewable energy through YouTube and other video platforms. This interested me so that I became somewhat obsessed in the tiny house community and a lot of renewable energy communities. So today, I'm going to tell you about the options and benefits you have to renewable energy of implementing them into your life through different and introducing them through different levels of difficulty. One, solar panels. Two, an electric car. And three, Earthship homes. Solar panels, as mentioned in the names, are panels that are designed to collect sunlight and transfer that into energy for you to use and manipulate charge things. Now, I know what some people are thinking. I don't have a home. What can I do solar panels for? Well, you don't have to have a home to implement green energy into your life. Take me for example. I have a solar powered battery pack. And a battery pack is basically something that you can use to charge devices on the go. So mine, it was $20. It was very convenient to buy, and I bought it at a local grocery store. All you do is you lay it in direct sunlight for about 20 minutes to an hour, depending on the quality of your battery pack, and it charges automatically through solar technology. And you use that battery pack to therefore charge your phone, your tablet, or any other mobile device you may or may not have. Now, electric cars, for instance, are a completely different subject. According to the Harvard University article, The Environmental Benefits of the Electric Vehicles as a Function of Renewable Energy by Ryan Connell in 2017 stated, as all RE% scenarios with 50% renewable energy or greater showed by a positive EV subsidy as hypothesized in their hypothesis number two, an electric vehicle charged with 100% renewable energy will have the lesser environmental impact on the automatic operating at 80 miles per hour and 80 miles per gallon, as seen as Table 31. This states that in their study that electric cars were proven to be less uh, impact on impactable upon the environment than a regular car at 80 miles per gallon. This basically states that at a regular fossil fuel car, gasoline or diesel, I believe they used gasoline for this experiment. In comparison from a alkaline battery electric car versus a gasoline powered car, the electric car had less adverse environmental impacts versus the fossil fuel car. Now, with this, I do understand that it is not within everybody's price point to get a new car because it is economically and, environmentally friendly, which, is why it is our moderate option. Our moderate option is an option that is available to some but not all. Now, with our third and final option, Earthship homes. Now, you could be asking me, what in the world is an Earthship home? Well, I'll tell you. An Earthship home is a home that is designed through and through to fit the needs of and economical sustainability. So, what does this mean? This house is, or these homes, I should say, are built out of spare materials, materials that are upcycled and put into new purpose. For some instance, some of these homes are made of tires, old tires that have been compacted with dirt and cement to create the foundations, as well as renewable bottles and obviously some things you can't reuse, like the glass. If you intend to have a greenhouse like some of these houses do. So the front of the house is designed to take in sunlight with as many windows as you possibly can, while the walls, hence why I mentioned the fires, absorb the energy and the heat throughout the day and then slowly release it back into the house at night. So you kind of have your homemade air conditioning system going on there. They also have ventilation shafts that are tunneled through the earth, and the earth helps cool the air coming in and helps pushing the air out. So that way there's a constant flow of fresh air. Now, not all Earth ships are created equal. Some have a higher budget, some have a lower, and it really just depends on your climate. Earthship's homes have been proven to work with solar, water, and even gas power. So, what in the world would be your price range here? Obviously, not everyone can go and build their own home, especially depending on the regulations that are in your area. But Earthship's homes have been a recent trend now when actually they started back in the 70s and 80s. They were a hippified wonderland, is what they were. And they didn't really catch on to mainstream media, as people thought that they were unsafe and unethical. And some people just didn't find them aesthetically pleasing. But now, in recent events, especially with the uh, more uh, outroar when it comes to environmental damage on our planet, these houses have become more implemented and have become more aesthetically pleasing depending on the budget and the person building the home. Now, am I saying that every Earthship home is beautiful and lovely and everyone loves them? No. But Earthship homes have been proven to be amazing at renewable energy as they use a gray water solution and system depending again on your code and regulations of the place you live to reuse the gray water that you use in your home to actually water the plants in your greenhouse. They have become very self-efficient as making the walls out of cob, which is a natural resource. And it is a natural and an old technique in building homes. So everything in that house is either recycled, upcycled, uh, or a natural material, as most people tend to use natural paints, natural dyes, and a cob like solution. And cob is basically a dried grass, mud or clay, and sand mixed together with a little bit of water. And then it's made into this plaster like texture, and then it's put on the walls, kind of like plaster. And it helps absorb the energy, and it helps basically stock up your walls outside of its bare bones. Now, these Earthship houses are very diverse when it comes to one another. But if you do look, you are starting to see more of these pop up companies like earthhomes.net that are popping up with designers and floor plans for you to implement into your area. Now, in conclusion, I do understand that this is not for everyone. But if you have the chance to go at least a little bit green, why wouldn't you? You can help save your pocketbook by implementing some of these green techniques like solar panels. So that way you're not tracking up your NES bill, which I understand to some people that it's not a problem because A, they might live with someone, B, it's just not a worry for them. But it is an alternate solution. These options and solutions have not only improved and implemented themselves into people's lives, but they have also helped save the planet. And that is why I believe that you should implement green energy.